Ron DeSantis recently pulled a publicity stunt in Chicago, and the governor of the state of Illinois, where Chicago is, didn't like it, and he's firing back and firing back viciously. What happened is that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, in what appears to be a pre-presidential run announcement tour, has been going. He went to Staten Island. He also went to Chicago, and he spoke to the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge number 7 on Monday night in Elmhurst, which is a suburb of Chicago. And at that event, Ron DeSantis went after JB Pritzker, the Democratic governor of Illinois, for his criminal justice policies, saying the Safe T Act and other Illinois policies are the wokeification of public safety. Now, this is an incredibly inaccurate claim by Ron DeSantis, but JB Pritzker, who does not mess around, viciously but accurately attacked Ron DeSantis. Take a look at this.
The truth is that we actually have a much better education system in Illinois than they have in Florida. We're ranked higher than they are.
Yes.
U.S. News and World Report ranks K-12 education in Illinois 6th in the country and number 1 among the largest states in the country.
Yeah.
So he's got nothing to brag about when it comes to education. So he moves on and tries to use this word woke to describe everything. He doesn't even know what the word means, and he has no definition of it. It's just anything he doesn't like is wokeism.
True.
And all I can tell you is that I don't know what that means. And frankly, what I can say about Illinois is that we're a state that cares about equity. We're a state that cares about our families.
That's woke. Caring about your family and equity. That's what he means by woke, sir.
Making the investments that are required so that our youngest children will do better and better. And I'm really excited about the direction of our state, as opposed to a state where they don't make the investments that are necessary to lift up their education system or their healthcare system.
So Pritzker is, of course, completely correct. Now, the tough talk from Pritzker is being suggested could be because he's planning potentially to run for president if Biden doesn't run, or maybe even if he does. It's sort of unclear, but Pritzker's name has kind of been floating around as a possible contender. But put that aside for a second, okay? The truth is that even if you put aside education, where Illinois is light years ahead of Florida, that's absolutely the case. Put aside. Talk about the primary subject matter here. Remember, DeSantis was speaking to police about law enforcement and so on and so forth. The right loves to talk about the dystopian war zone that is Illinois because of Chicago specifically. And it's absolutely true that Chicago does have a significant gang and gun crime issue. We've talked about how easy it is, by the way, to go over the border into Indiana 40 minutes and then go back with guns that you can easily obtain in Indiana. We've talked, but put all of that aside for a second. Despite Florida having the lax gun laws and laws that give police more latitude and all these different things, and despite the allegation that Illinois is just so backwards on crime, the reality is that Illinois and Florida have really similar violent crime rates. They have different populations, but if you look at per capita violent crime, it's something like it's 390 per 100,000 people in Florida and 420 per 100,000 people in Illinois. Yes, Illinois has a slightly higher violent crime rate, but the truth is they're both right in the middle, around the 25, out of 50 states. So to put it a different way, even though if you ask Ron DeSantis, Florida's doing everything right on crime, law enforcement, and guns, and Illinois is doing everything wrong on crime, law enforcement, and guns, they have almost identical violent crime rates, which really makes you wonder, is Ron DeSantis really doing everything right? Is JB Pritzker really doing anything wrong? Because those are pretty damn weak numbers to demonstrate that that's the case. Good for JB Pritzker. I like the guy. I am not as familiar with him as on policy as I could be, but he has always struck me as decent and willing to use the sort of language, rhetoric, and tone against these lying Republicans that I think we need more of and that we've seen from only a handful of prominent Democrats. Let's take a very quick break. All of the clips I played for you here will be on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The David Pakman Show. And they will also be on the Spanish YouTube channel for those who prefer the Spanish language version of this show at davidpakman.com/Spanish.
One of our sponsors today is Blue Chew, a unique online service delivering the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. And they're giving my audience an entire month's supply for free. So if you think you could benefit from an extra boost of confidence when it's time, all you have to do is take a short quiz on their website. A licensed doctor approves your prescription. The medication comes straight to your home within days in a discreet package. No driving around to the doctor's office or the pharmacy. No waiting around. No awkward conversations with your doctor. All of Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA. The entire process is just a few clicks. Go to bluechew.com. The link is underneath this video. They'll give you an entire month's supply for free when you use the promo code PACMAN. All you have to do is pay $5 shipping.